Hello, you want to start off with a clean face, and I'm using a blender and some liquid latex, and then I'm just going to simply be placing the cotton onto my face and adding some more liquid latex on top of that. Make sure to take out your piercings first. Anyway, to make the rips and the tears much more natural looking and realistic, you want to drag down the latex and the cotton whilst it's still wet. As you can see here, I'm just tearing it and just fiddling around with it until I'm happy with the result. Also, really make sure that the top half of the cotton is really flat and stuck onto your face. You don't want it sticking out, as this makes the entire look a lot more fake and unrealistic. Moving on to foundation, use whatever foundation literally matches your skin, and what you basically want to do is cover up all the white and make sure you cover every single spot. You don't want any white showing through. Also, just bear in mind that the foundation may turn out lighter because it's been put on top of white. To solve this, you can use a darker foundation. If you don't have a darker foundation at hand, then not to worry, we're going to be putting some bruising and some blood on later anyway. This will help disguise this. I am now using my Bruise palette to fill in the bottom half of my face. And I forgot to take my piercing out again. As you can see, in the upper areas and the corners I'm using the darker colours, and for the more open areas I'm using the more reddy tones. To me, this creates more shadow and depth. You can always go back and build up some more latex and cotton until you are happy with the result. I am now applying the bruising to my face. For this, I don't actually have any specific technique, I just like to simply get the bruising colour and gently build up the colour onto my face. I like to use the darker colours in the centre of the bruise and the more reddy, lighter colours on the outside, and using my finger I like to blend it out so it looks as subtle as possible. Taking my wire sponge, I'm now going to carefully dab some blood onto my face and on top of the bruising, and just basically wherever I feel is right. For the little details and more added effects, I'm just placing some more blood onto the bottom half of my face. I'm placing this in drips, in clumps, and whatever you feel is necessary, just go for it. You can go crazy with fake blood and it doesn't even matter. To really touch up the details, I added the blood to the edges of the skin on the outside. I just felt by doing this it created a more realistic look. And that is about it. This is the finished look. We are done. Thank you so much for watching my first ever YouTube video and tutorial. I really hope you enjoyed it and I hope I did a good job. Let me know what you think.